it is what it is anytime you deal with anything with the government. Um, you know, for a person who likes to film in public, this is one of those no photo areas inside the hospital, etc., blah, 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 campus. And, outside of the building, you can film, but the VA police are definitely not very friendly. One of those things that I noticed a long time ago. That's why I don't normally film down here. Anyway, as I'm walking out today, they had something going on inside the hospital. I'm off the campus now. I'm still technically on VA property, but it is a public sidewalk. The campus back there through those iron gates. Either way, they had some emergency, and the officer was running in there. Earlier, SAPD was out here. Either way, I finished my business down here. I'm just going to be taking off, but I figured I would go live in case something did pop up. Doesn't look like anything big's coming. Normally, there's a couple SAPD officers who are right in the parking lot that hang out there, and they always back these guys up. I don't see anyone responding at this time, so like I said, can't film inside where the officer ran in. I wouldn't anyway because it's a hospital. But if on my way out of here I see a bunch of cops show up, I may go back. Either way, I've learned, especially being around non-friendly or camera-friendly officers, that it's best to go live in case they jack your camera. And I've had officers here tell me before, even when I wasn't filming, that you can't film. And I'm like, no, that's inside the building, not out here. But again, not going to debate it with them or whatever else. If I can film, I'm going to film. And at the same time, I use these facilities all the time, so I'm not going to make an issue or create a problem for myself. Again, it doesn't look like there's any other responding units at this time. So I'll go ahead and end my live feed. Again, this is at the Audie Murphy VA Medical Center. It's here in San Antonio, Texas, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about when I say the VA. It is in the medical center. That's on the far northwest side of San Antonio. If you ever do come here and you do have issues with SAPD, who do respond to this area as well, they're going to be based out of the Prue Road substation. Like I said, I've never had a problem with the officers down here, SAPD or the VA cops, but other than the fact that sometimes they try to bully you and tell you things that aren't true. And again, sometimes you have to make choices on what you're going to push, what you're not going to push. And for me, I'm not going to get trespassed off of a federal facility or arrested over an issue that I can avoid. Like I said, that's why I walked out all the way out here when I continue to record, just in case. But it doesn't look like they're dragging anyone out. And since there's no other reason to be live, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I do see there's 4 people viewing. I appreciate you showing up for that. I can't really see comments at this point. I'll update this to where you can make comments on it later. And Steel Street 1 crew is asking if I ever go to Centro Via. All the time. American Justice of Texas is saying thank you, sir. Centro Via, Steel Street crew, I'm down in that area more often than any other auditor in the city. I catch buses out of that area frequently. I know all the security guards, all of the officers down there. I used to have a friendly relationship with them, as friendly as an auditor, and police officers can have. They didn't give me any issues until after there was an incident with 210 or SA 210 Cop Watch, and then they became really anti-camera. After they became anti-public photography, a couple of their officers did some inappropriate things with me, and I made sure to address those. Right now, They're all being pretty good. They're not approaching people filming in public that I'm aware of or harassing them. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I did go to the board meeting and complained about their activities to their board of directors. There's still one guard down there who's just a douchebag. So, but anyway, to answer that question, yeah, I do go down there. Yeah, I was recently in the downtown area as well. Got assaulted downtown last Saturday by some social influencers. They were filming, and then they made some disparaging remarks to a guy. I didn't really like it. I mean, it wasn't anything terribly offensive. They're like, "Get out of here, you piece of shit." And so I started filming them, and they basically didn't like it and told me that I needed to delete that. I went back and reviewed it. I didn't even actually catch their nasty remark. I thought I did, but anyway, so one of the guys didn't like it. He decided he wanted to come and assault me, and he ended up losing a tooth over it. And his buddies came out to jump in, and that broke up. No harm, no foul. Got a little cut on my knuckle. Police got called. I waited for the police, made my report, whatever. Luckily for me, a security guard saw it, and she let the police know that, yeah, I was just defending myself. No harm, no foul. Nobody got shot, and that's always a good thing. So, yeah, as far as the comments, when I do see them, I do reply. And again, I appreciate everyone who showed up. If you do have any comments, I can read them. I'd be happy to answer them for you. But at this point, like I said, I'm going to get out of the area, and there's no reason to continue going live at this point. I said I do that as a precaution anytime I see. I do remember there was when you're saying a security stop by the Walgreens, that would be next to the Houston Street garage, and yes, I was down at the Houston Street garage. I didn't actually post most of that because at the time I was actually only audio recording most of it. I was down there because it is a public facility. There was a security guard there. Security guard was polite and friendly, but the city, Center City downtown operations, Moses Perez or Peralez, something like that, was telling him not to let me film in there. He was under the impression that I needed a permit, and I don't, and he tried to have me arrested for it. Police came out, and he left. Unfortunately, he left before the police could be informed that he can't even give me a criminal trespass warning. They tried. I told them, no, you need to call your sergeant. Then they backed down from it, went down, confirmed that with their sergeant later, and went back up and filmed. But yeah, that if you saw me by the Walgreens, it's because it's right next to that parking garage, and typically that's what I'm doing down there. And again, you have a great day. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to post them on any of my videos, and stay safe, record in public. One thing I will say, after I talked with the officers, and I did a live stream when I was talking with them afterwards about something different, and it came up, and I'm like, yeah, I was a dick to follow those social influencers around and film them. It probably wasn't the best decision, but I'm a dick. If you tell me I'm not allowed to do something or threaten me, then you can almost guarantee that I'm going to do exactly what you tell me not to, as long as it's legal for me to do it. In hindsight, that's one of the reasons people should audit in teams, so that you have multiple camera views and other things, just in case something bad did happen. You've got backup there. Me, I'm kind of a solo wolf type guy. That's just the way I roll. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Thank you again for coming in, and you guys be safe. Have a great day.